like 2 minutes late. Okay. Hey everybody, I'm Yvonne Williams with Back to Earth Creations, and in today, yep, that's what we've got today, guys. That's it. That's all I got. In today's live stream, we're going to be doing a touch of mail opening, a little bit of crafting, a lot of Q&A, and just generally hanging out. I still don't have all of my everything prepped up. I have been just in another realm all morning. Hey Sheila, like I don't know, it's been just work mode, but good, if that makes sense. And we've been making stuff, and I just had a lovely morning with Randy. But it's a very good day. Hey zombie, holy crap, how have you been? I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Like, I hope you're doing really well. Hey Brittany, hey Kayla, hey Cherry, hey Spirit, hey Lisa. It's hey Jim, right from the beginning. Hey Teresa. Hey Mandy, hey Christy. And I'm going to go ahead and say, I know I say it every time, but just in case you're new here, if you type the @ sign and then Yvonne Williams, just like how Christy did in the live chat, it'll make it bold orange. It's got to be capital Y and capital W with the space, otherwise it won't turn orange. But we try really hard to catch all of the comments and questions. But if it's directed towards me, be sure to do that because it really helps me out. You really are my first crystal. Right on, Margaret. If you go to our Discord or tag me on Instagram, you can share pictures, and that way I can actually see what you've made. Oh, I'm glad to hear that you're good, zombie. Zombie, zombie. And I have a beautiful man in there. I'd like him even if he was funny looking, but it doesn't hurt that he's nice to look at.
I better not catch him.
Oh, Randy says he better not catch him. Uh, in there making me a fresh cup of coffee. So Ooh, hey, Rosalina. So, yeah, Rosalina. So I'm also like trying to read everything. Oh boy. Okay. Fellow leather workers. I bought a thing for myself, a little treat for, cause happy, you happy day. Like I had purchased on Amazon a double bladed ceramic blade, and I kid you not, this is the coolest thing that I've ever gotten to mess around with. So I wanted to show you guys though. It's as quick in single strokes. You're able to get perfectly parallel lines. Aw, Teresa, I'm very lucky that he tolerates my existence and lets me like mess up all of his stuff and flop around the house. Yeah, just because but I've been hankering to try one of these out for like 3 or 4 years because I feel like it would be a total game changer with knotwork, and it was. If you guys want me to demonstrate, I don't think it would take too much prompting to wet some leather and do some demonstrations live. So that's a thing that I've been up to. I'm going to actually turn the camera around so you guys can see. Okay, that's a lot of requests for that. Okay, like I said, it's not going to take much. Hey, no, give me that coffee. Shut your beautiful mouth. Give me that. No, you don't like coffee. Don't drink that. Okay. It's my stapler. It's my stapler. You don't even give me a paycheck. Ooh, cheers, everybody. Hope you got a hot or cold cup of something that you enjoy. You okay? Did you hit your knee too? Mine hurts from earlier also. What? No, mine hurts from where I hit mine earlier. I'm empathizing with your pain, honey. I love you. Okay, sorry. um so this one here is one that we made and I really liked because I'm doing come on, brain. We can do this. This is the one we were working on in the live stream. I'm working on a bunch of variations on a design that I had done. Ooh. Let's see. Let's get this stuff moved off to the side. I'm going to be doing some mail opening here in just a sec. But let's see if I can find it. Ugh, I got to Google myself. So let's say Back to Earth. Creations chakra. Maybe pendant. Because I'm searching for like on my DeviantArt gallery. Where you at, ho? I made that a long time. Oh, that's cute. Sorry. Give me a sec. Trying to... No, I don't want to save a collection. There it is. So this is the one that I had made. Somebody actually favorited it. It's in their favorite list. But I had made this one like ages ago. Let's go ahead and visit the site. But because I wanted to show you guys the then and now, because I actually feel like in some ways I've almost gotten worse at wire wrapping sometimes. Like I really cared on that one. I mean, not that I don't now, but so that was then, and this is now. And this was, when was this? Ooh. Beep boop. Well, how do I, oh, DeviantArt. How do I look at the info? There it is. This was from 2010. Gosh, 9 years ago we had done this design. And so things have changed a bit. I wish I still had those same like 3mm amethyst and lapis, but I mean, we can make it, haha, forced perspective so they look like they're the same size, except for now the camera can't focus on both of them. But that one I think had a 2-inch diameter as well, which accommodated for a little bit more space in between the beads. But do 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 do. What am I even doing? How do I get back to the home page? Do 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 do. Okay. How do I... Okay, there it is. Yeah, Randy's moderating for us today. We are doing a giveaway today, so if you guys are interested in winning one of my craft-along kits that has some handmade cabochons and some wire and some earrings and stuff, be sure to leave a comment on Tuesday's live stream, and that'll put your name in the hat, and we'll be doing the drawing for that at the 45-minute mark. Also, if you don't feel particularly lucky or you don't win and you still want one, we do have these for sale up on our website as well. What's up, baby? Huh? McKenna asks, sorry I'm late. You're not late. We're just getting started. Where did you find the double swivel knife blade? I must have this on Amazon. Oops. And yeah, just on Amazon. It was, gosh, I think it was like $17, so it was a bit of an indulgence, but I really feel like it was worth it. And considering like on other websites I've seen it for like, 30 or something, I felt like 17 was a good enough deal. But let me get some water and a knife blade. Actually, I should probably just take you guys over to that area. Yeah, okay. Oh, Laura says, I still signed up as a patron. I haven't received my package from last month. Send us a private message on Patreon and we'll take a look at that, because we tried to send packages off to everybody, but it's like if a card was declined, sometimes it'll get processed a little bit later in the month, if that makes sense. So, but yeah, if you send us a message over there, and the reason we ask for that isn't to just make you do more work. It's well, that just fell off in my hand. It's sometimes someone's screen name will be different here on YouTube than what it is like over on Patreon, and we have quite a few people with very similar names actually, like, which was odd because I was like, how many Melissas are there? Like, ooh, right on, maybe. How do we get this tripod? Sorry, messing about with this. Just push my mess over. I forget what I was saying.
Did you bring your
tablet?
Yeah.
No, it's still in there. I was just gonna do something. I clicked a button and now I can't there it goes. It went back away. Okay, flipping this around. Okay, so here we are. Okay, so, and I think there's a piece of scrap leather. Yeah. Okay, so the only complaint that I have about this blade is it's just a little bit different. Like the shank of it is a little bit thinner than what my ergonomic swivel knife allows for. So what I did is I just went through, and you can kind of see maybe in there, I used I made like a slip of paper and rolled it up to help it take up some of the space. And so now I can just slip that in there and it will tighten it down to where it won't just twist freely anymore. but I think on a regular, like kind of standard style swivel knife blade, that should work out perfectly.
Is that surface a piece of granite?
This is a piece of granite. They do sell them, like you can get them on Amazon, as well as from Tandy Leather directly. But I'd really recommend checking if y'all have like a local countertop place, or if you're buddies with like the associate in the kitchen and bathroom area at like a Lowe's or a Home Depot or something, to ask them to be like, hey, do you guys have any scrap sink cutouts? Because the little bit of leather, or not leather, of stone countertop that they cut out of that is perfect as a work surface. And sometimes you can get them for quite affordably or free, which is even better. Okay, so I've cased it very lightly. Let's do a little bit more moisture on there. And so
Are you going to be at Tokyo and Tulsa, and will you be doing any classes for the day?
we will be at Tokyo and Tulsa. I am not currently signed up for teaching any classes. Honestly, I don't know if it's too late or not, but we're usually so busy at that show. But we might look into it if there's an interest. They're in a new venue this year, so I'm really interested to see how that's going to play out. But, okay, let me zoom in. Woo! And just like this, guys. Easy as that. Which, even with all of my years of working with leather and all of my experience, there's no way in heck that I could have, in even double that amount of time, cut two lines so parallel. Like, even with like a wing divider and stuff, I'd have had a heck of time. Like, let's even try it with a wing divider. Yeah, give me my tool. Oh no, my tool rack's all tangled. Why are you stuck? I don't understand. Nope. Yeah, right? No, this is like heck really stuck in there. Oh, there we go. Okay. It is actually. So this is a tool called a wing divider. I think it's probably one of the most valuable tools. Like, it is so useful. So we have a straight edge here. You could do it along a curved edge as well. And I'm just kind of marking where I want my border to be. So you can see we've done that. What's up, love?
Scrap stone from a grave maker.
Yeah. Easy as that. Now, the only thing, too, is you kind of have to watch out about overcutting. So I just err on the side of undercutting because you don't want to, like if you're joining at a corner, I would have stopped this one a little further back and then come in with just a single bladed swivel knife and connect at the more delicate points. That way we don't get, because let's see here, if we try to get the outside ends to meet, well, actually that worked perfect almost. You can see there's still a little bit of overcutting. That actually worked out really fortunately. But now just a quick demonstration of how I did these like braided knots. I just come through and doing like a cut and curve.
Hey,
Hey, Yvette. Hey, Yvette. Okay, so first off, that in and of itself is pretty cool. But now I'm going to come through here. And how did I do this last time? How did I do you? Okay. So I'm just going like here. Okay, am I even in frame? Yeah. And I just swivel down. Now that got crossed over all funny. How was it that I did this? You guys? I don't remember.
Let me show you how I can go wrong. Oh wait, that went right.
What did I just do? No. Yeah, so I had cut like that. Okay, and then it was cutting towards the inside. Let me just keep this simple. I did it yesterday without having to think too hard about it. There we go. But yeah, okay, so it's all kinds of derped hard. But I did it. I did it twice yesterday. But I can't think straight now that I'm doing this. But it truly was just as simple yesterday as just cut, cut, cut. And then I came in and just cut towards the inside. And I think that's what I'm doing wrong. Let me try one more time. See if I can't get my head on straight. That's what it was. Easy as that, y'all. And I mean, that's super loose and airy, and I didn't really pay attention to whether my lines lined up, but still, for as much as that would have taken to have done, you know, freehand with a single blade. So yeah, I'm really excited about this tool right here. So putting that away, getting this flipped around. Derpity derp derp derp. Right, Tim? Okay, and going back to my wire wrapping area. We got some new Space Saver bags in. So you can see over here all of our costumes. We're actually prepping up for Tokyo and Tulsa and eventually Dragon Con to have them just ready to go. Like Tokyo and Tulsa, we're doing a prep, like a pre vehicle load. Get inside in my seat. Coming back in here. Oh, this is really good coffee. It's the can't remember the brand, but it's like toffee butter, like butter toffee. Is it?
No.
Oh, it's not? Which one is it?
The other kind you got.
Yeah, I guess so. Did you give me the butter toffee this morning?
Yeah.
That was really yummy too.
No, wait. No, I didn't.
I have no idea. My taste buds are shot. I just want a bunch of sugar in it. Do you have a tutorial for Ren Fair pouches? I don't currently. Well, like, it depends. I have some for like leaf bags and different things, but there's a particular style that's real popular with the Ren Fair folk, and I don't have a tutorial out for that. But I think, is it Dark Horse Armory has some really good leather tutorials. No decal on your coffee cup? Oh, it's on the other side because I'm lazy. Product placement. But yeah, I was showing you guys, we were doing a bunch of variations of this one pendant style that I had done. Apparently, I don't remember even what year it was. Was it 2010? But
What chair are you using?
Huh?
And the chair are you using?
I am in a saddle chair that was very generously gifted to me by Misty, I believe. Please always correct me if I'm wrong on who gives me stuff, because y'all so generous, you make my eyes cross. And we do have more questions, I think. Ooh, tell me where you buy your tools for wire wrapping, please. Lately, I've been getting all of my stuff on Amazon, like tool-wise, and then I get all of my wire from Parawire. Also, just real quick, look at that kitty. She's the best little booper. Her little, is that a flea on your foot? What was that? We gave you your flea meds. Hey, little booger. I gotta bother you. Your foot's on your head, did you know? Oh, I know. Okay. I got her like super high on catnip. I just put catnip all over the little seat, and then the cats will come and hang out with me. And I'm like, if I have to bribe you with drugs to act like you like me, I will. Don't doubt me, cat. Is there a tutorial on making the beaded crystal pendant you showed a bit ago? I'm actually working on the tutorial for that. I wanted to make a bunch of variations. Like this one's using hammered wire, and just so that it's very fresh in my mind for whenever I do the tutorial, I'll be able to you know, show you guys different modifications and possibilities that, you know, you might not have considered. And I'm really interested in hearing variations and things that y'all might have considered that might have never occurred to me. Okay. Tracy says, do you suggest having one hammered and not? I'm not sure if that's in context. Like, I'm not sure what that's pertaining to. Right on, Kayla. She says, my first rings and beads will be here today. I ordered all my stuff because of your videos. Sorry, I'm an enabler. Yes. Okay, cool. Hey, Rosalina. I get all of my beads from typically Fire Mountain Gems. Jim generously sends me a bunch. You can do exclamation point Jim to see the bead shop that he sends from. And then also eBay. A lot on eBay. Okay, I'm all caught up on that. So, what should we work on today, you guys? Mail opening first. We've got one package today, which I'm really excited. I have no idea who this is from. Scissors, there they are. But we've got all kinds of work to do. In case anybody missed it, Patreon shipping on the 15th. That's the new, oh, right on. Was it pertaining to these pendants, Tracy? Because if it's pertaining to these ones, I really recommend kind of not hammered at first. Yeah, like try it out not hammered first and then kind of see how it behaves. So, oh, I forget what I was talking about. Yeah, Patreon's going to be shipping off on the 15th because that is, sorry, don't feed the trolls, guys. Don't even look at them. But, yeah, 15th is the date that they ship off, and they're going to be really wire heavy this month. So in the past, people have been getting like,
Oh, darn it.
You all right, love?
No.
Okay. Did you just delete the wrong person?
Yep.
Sorry.
Well, when Tracy gets back, tell her I'm sorry I put her in timeout.
Okay. Sorry, Tracy. We didn't mean to put you in timeout.
Like, it doesn't really do a lot for people to keep yelling troll over because it's
Right, it just speeds up the chat. Because that is something, I don't know if y'all can hear Randy, but whenever there's a troll, Randy sees it, he's on it, we've got a he's moderating wonderfully in the background, but if everybody starts talking, it just moves the text very quickly and makes it hard for, because our computers are slow, hard to click on, and so sometimes we'll accidentally click on the wrong person. Don't these people have jobs or hobbies? Sometimes I wonder if trolling isn't their job or hobby. But yeah, Patreon packages, super wire heavy this month. Very few cabochons, so be warned. And shipping on the 15th. There's a note. Maybe. What is? Ooh. There's the note. A pretty purple. It says, "Hey Vaughn, hey Misty, a pretty purple top for you to enjoy. I'm also sending 300 items that I can't include a note on." Ooh, Misty. I'm gonna read the rest of that whenever they arrive. But thank you. Do what, love?
Never mind, that's 5 minutes.
What's 5 minutes? Okay. I'm gonna go change shirts. I'll be right back. So until then, Misty spoils me ridiculously. Boop. Cute kitty while I go get naked. Oh, you're so cute, though. I love your little face. Okay. Ah, crap. How do I open it? I hope it fits. Oh, that is pretty.
Put your clothes on.
I'm trying to. I'm naked. Well, kind of naked. Yeah, this is quality crafting entertainment right here. Sorry, guys. Oh, I love it. So do noobs. Okay, you gotta be careful. Ooh, it's very comfy. Okay, flipping this around. I love it. Yeah, except for that it's not very public friendly for free ranged totals, but it has a very nice like hem and stuff. So next time when I've got a boulder holder on, I'll show you guys. But the material feels fantastic, though, Misty. Thank you. But yeah, I can kind of show you guys. See? cleans my butt super good too. But I love it. The nice hem. I love flowy stuff like that. It'll be perfect, I think, for like gardening and into stuff too. The breasticles, Jim. That's right. Okay. Chesticles. Breasticles. It depends. Oh, such a cute kitty. What are we going to make today, you guys? Show bombs. Do milk. Well, thank you, guys. Gwen says $5 jewelry. Well, that sounds pretty good. Let's whip out some stuff for earrings, and we will make more $5 jewelry. Bobs. Yeah, it's a long story, honestly. Hey, Bull Bro. Sweater kittens. I've never heard that one before. Oh, no. Because I don't know. I guess it sounds a little off. Be like, oh, the fuzzy little sweater kittens. Hey, Cat. Right on. Oh, I'm really glad you're able to join us for the live stream. I'm sorry I'm the way that I am. Okay, let me get this other lamp going so we've got a little bit more lighting. There we go. Gosh, this is a comfy top though. I'll have to look at the tag and see what the material is. Okay, so whenever I'm making earrings, here's some cute little arms. Let's make some earrings out of those. Nom nom earrings. Ooh, nom nom earrings. And I'm looking for some bead caps to use because we'll use some little gemstones. Where the heck is? Oh, those are pretty too. I really like those. There are no bead caps in this tray. I like these ones too, though. I love that kind of style of bead. Sorry, Tracy. Yeah, we didn't mean to give you a timeout. The text jumps whenever it gets real fast, like lots of comments. And of course, naturally, all of my bead caps are in the bottom tray. Oh, is it? Right on. And now I have, it was this color though. So let's see about using this size bead cap. Yep, there's 4 of them. And these are from Fire Mountain Gems. They're 7 by 4 millimeter. It's a 6-point star. That's the item number. Yeah, right. Earrings. Okay, so let's get these put away. Now, I'm going to be completely transparent with you guys about our pricing on our earrings, because earrings are probably one of our highest profit margin items, but it's like, I just don't feel right charging $1 for earrings, being like, because that's, you know, if we kept the price as low as possible, we'd charge like, you know, $2 or $3. But, sorry, drinking some coffee. Greg says, is it okay to bake crystals and clay together at the same time? I'm wanting to make a clay wand with a quartz point as the tip. Greg, I've personally never had any problems with it. Some people are just kind of against that in general, but I've never had any like structural or physical problems or any problems with like you know, crystal discoloration or cracking. Like, it's a pretty low temperature. So aside from any personal feelings that you might have about heating a crystal, I've never had any trouble with it. So, but again, also if ever you're, you know, hesitant about it, using glues like, you know, super glue or Gorilla Glues or E6000, you can attach it after it has been baked. So what do you use for shipping your pieces to customers? We use usually, so for example, today's giveaway winner, if you haven't commented on Tuesday's live stream, go do that. We'd wrap this in bubble wrap and then put it in a little clamshell. Let me grab it for you guys. I can show you guys one. Oh, Misty, I'm loving this top. I don't know if you're in here, but it's phenomenal. Is just a little clamshell. It comes like all flat and then we fold it. We'll put this in here, put another piece of bubble wrap, a thank you note, fold it, close it. We have on top here what was in the thing. We put our little logo stamp on it, and then we tape the shipping label onto the top, and that tapes the whole box shut, and that's what we ship our stuff in. So, nom, nom, nom. Earrings. Hey, Nicole, how's it going? Yeah, Jim, in my experience, I haven't had any amethyst or anything discolor until about 500 degrees. Like usually it'll darken down, like brighten up your carnelians and your citrines and stuff at around 750. So unless your oven's like wicked crazy or you're firing in an actual like clay kiln, I don't think you'd have to worry about it. Okay, so we've got the charm. We've got the bead caps. Let's pick out what colored bead do we want to use. Oh yeah, that's what we were talking about. Now we do use like hypoallergenic ear hooks and stuff, but if we had something like this, I would sell for just $5. It's a nice round number. It gives us a higher profit margin that helps kind of cumulatively cover the fact that we are charging less than what we should probably for like our chainmail bracelets and things. But it's like, you know, for a chainmail bracelet, people can pay 30 and are willing to, you know, frequently pay 30 for a chainmail bracelet. But if we had it at like 40 or even 50, which is more appropriate to what we ought to be charging, the thing would never sell. So that's how we balance out like big picture stuff. Whenever we're at shows, whenever I'm on Etsy, I put it for what I ought to be charging it for. But whenever we're selling out of our booth, I don't look at the individual pieces as much as I do at the big picture. You know, so it's like honestly at the booth, we're just trying to move as much inventory as possible for, you know, as much as possible, which I guess that's capitalism in a nutshell, isn't it? What color? You know, I don't know if I should use hematite or something a little lighter. Do what, love? Oh, thank you. Oh, gosh, we got a lot of questions, yeah. Teresa asks, how long did it take you to get all those supplies? What should you collect to keep in stock for beads? It's taken us 14 years of putting all of our money and all of y'all's generosity towards our current collection of beads. And I personally, and you'll find out the more you craft, the more stuff that you use. My most frequently used gemstone bead sizes, because I like round stuff, are 10, 8, 6, and 4. It makes really nice, like gradiated necklaces. Like I'll use the larger beads in the center and kind of work our way out. And it allows me to make pieces like this, where, you know, 10, 8, 6, 4, and then sometimes I'll get hand cut ones. And so their 4mm will be just slightly a little bit off. And it just kind of tapers off that way, but it allows me to be able to get this effect in basically every gemstone. Now, sometimes I'll splurge and get Fire Mountain Gems will have like strands of points, you know, like a machine cut points. That was the item number. Nope, that wasn't. Sometimes I'll get like pillow beads, you know, that have been drilled through. Oftentimes I use these for wire wrapping. I've had these since the very beginning. Crossstone. It was, no, those are the red agate moon and stars. This was some jet beads. Are these the, nope. So I don't even have the tag from these guys anymore, but I really liked those and I've just kind of been hoarding them. Sometimes I'll pick up like random strands of something because it's cute and on sale at like Michael's. But it's just been, it has been my life's investment basically into beads. So here's another one. These ones were from Jim, I do believe. Gosh, these guys are so pretty. These ones I hand painted for my Capricorn outfit and then ended up never using them. What should I use? These guys are so pretty. I love them. We'll use these ones. These are a 6mm glass that I think was sent to me by Yvette. Do what? Oh, sorry. I'll stop rummaging in beads for a sec. You are way behind. Okay. Amy asks, what is on your right hand? On my left is some fading henna from and a freckle. Huh, is that a freckle or like coffee stain or a boo-boo? I'm focusing henna from this past weekend. I do henna body art in my booth. Sabrina says, what wire do you use to make ear hooks for your earrings? Often, for stuff out of the booth, I'll just use surgical steel ear wires that I purchase from Amazon and Fire Mountain Gems. But also, personally, I do love to use the 20 gauge parawire. It's a little bit softer, so it takes a little bit of hammering to get it to hold its shape. But for these guys, I am going to be using this 20 gauge vintage bronze, both for the beads and for the ear hook. Do, do, do. Nicole says, "Did you happen to read your Patreon or Etsy email?" I have, Nicole, but I wasn't in a position to be able to respond, so I haven't replied to you yet. I'm very sorry, but thank you so much for them. They're perfect. What company do you use to ship? Christy, we ship through USPS, but we do it through stamps.com, so we pay like $10 a month, but it balances out to a pretty reasonable discount, but we still end up spending, gosh, I'm not gonna lie, like about $1,000 a month just on shipping through between Patreon and Etsy orders and giveaways and stuff. So ooh, who made your and they call those boxes clamshells? Maybe that's what I call them. It's in my Amazon link. If you go to like our craft business tab, it's the things that we purchase through Amazon for our shipping materials are in there. I got my stamp from, I don't know, it was, do what, love? It was something with a Z, but I honestly just Googled custom stamp and hit the first thing. I needed it like immediately. I paid like $15 for 2 stamps. We got the 2-inch and a 1-inch. We get our boxes off of Amazon. Jim asks, you have many ammonites? Not as many as I'd like. Like, we're always running low because I love working with them. But this is the one that I'm still going to be wire wrapping for a tutorial. I've been really held up on doing tutorials because I really want to sand and refinish the top of my desk. That way we have a little bit nicer of a background. Gwen says, I'm thinking about sell paparazzi because the jewelry $5 to add to sell. What do you like? I'm not sure. Gwen, is paparazzi like a website that, like kind of like how Top Hatter was, where you just kind of like auction stuff off? Patience asks, can I paint faces, etc. on polymer clay rolled flat? And if yes, what kind of paint? I'd use acrylic, Patience, or you could also do some really cool painting with alcohol ink, but it might spread. Tracy asks, do you ever use wood beads for your jewelry? I do sometimes, but more often than not, I found over time they're quite fragile. So I don't as much anymore, but it is a great way to keep things lightweight. Oh, wow. Thanks, Nicole. I really appreciate it for sending those diadium glasses. Christy says, I'm having a horrible time finding chain to match the vintage bronze parawire. Do you have any suggestions on where to look? I've tried Fire Mountain, Amazon, and local craft stores. I get mine from the Ring Lord. You can see that's the color of chain. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, and that's the vintage bronze. I think it's the antique brass. But I have got to pop over to the restroom real quick, so I'm going to leave you guys looking at my cat for just a sec. Oh, she's licking her little paw. So give me just a moment. Boop, boop, boop. Where's a marker? I need to leave a note. There's one. Boop. Okay. Talks amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. Callie's such a good girl to keep y'all company. Okay. 4 more questions? Okay. Sorry, guys. 100% quality entertainment, but... and it's cold, so I am going to put my sweater back on. Curious about the glow powder. I was actually thinking about possibly in this coming Tuesday's live stream, we might do some horn casting together. Yeah, for sure. Sorry, guys. Like, again, 100% professional. I'm the kind of person that if I have to pee in the middle of like a giant, like, Fortune 500 CEO business meeting, I'm gonna be like, excuse me, I'm going on a bathroom break. um, okay. Whew. But yeah, 191 people watching my cat take a nap. That's the future is now. My success is so well deserved. As I'm like, hey cat, babysit these guys. I wish I were like better for y'all. Okay, catching up on questions. But yeah, Christy, it's the antique brass in both wire and components. Typically, it's not a perfect color match, but kind of close enough. It's as close as I've been able to find. Uh-oh, don't you glitter bomb me, Jim. I'm pretty serious. Oh, congrats, Mary, on having a successful show. I'd wish that on anybody. Nanny Craft, hey Nanny, says, what kind of info is to the right one to categorize and storage the materials? I'm not certain. Do you mean for like how I store my actual stuff, or like for on Etsy listings or something maybe? Thanks, Kilburn. Susan Solomon says, I got my boxes from Fire Mountain Gems. Is there any other place that I can get them from that gets more than 10 boxes? Patient says, can we help with the cost of shipping somehow? I don't think so. It's just, it changes and fluctuates. And honestly, the continental shipping is not that bad. It's where the internationals really hitting us, because it's like used to, we really couldn't, I know I've said it before, but we could ship like internationally, like it was like $3 to Australia. And I remember that because our very first sale ever online was to Australia. This lady had bought one of it was azurite and malachite set in stainless steel hand-woven chainmail, and it was a $50 necklace, which is like one of our most expensive things even back then. Yeah, it was only $3 to ship. We were like, wow, that's amazing, Callie.
Yeah, I miss those days.
Yeah, and now it's like 13 to 15 if they're even going to get it, because we've been having some trouble with our friends and patrons in Norway even being able to get their package. Like, it'll say that it's delivered, but they're like, it's not here. And so we're like, eh. So there's that. Susan, we get our boxes, again, they're this style. They do have some that are a little bit like narrower, but I like this size. We get packages of 50 of these, and let me go ahead and turn this around because I can show you guys how we store our boxes just here in the house. So this is how they come. I'm not certain exactly if they are called clamshell, but these are the ones that we use for our Patreon and Etsy shipments. And then these ones over here are what we use for mugs, and we got those on Amazon as well.
Why'd you move one?
Move what? Oh, because I needed that stuff was right there, so I wanted to move it there. So I moved all the stuff that was over there, and I moved the stuff that was on that shelf down to in that drawer. Are you showing how to fold them? Oh no, I flipped it around just a second. I accidentally pressed a button. It's okay. They got to see like up my nose. Okay, we're watching. Foldy, foldy, bendy, bendy. Whoop. Like cue Transformer music. Yep, and then show how you do the lid. Boop and boop. And it's a pretty, it's a pretty, yeah, die cut boxes. They're pretty structurally sound. They're better than the bubble mailers that we were sending. And while it adds a little bit to the weight, I find it's worth the. That was from this morning. I think it's got bugs and cat hair and metal in it. Sorry, he's looking at me very accusingly. Do what? What you say? Y'all, I don't know why it takes me an hour to make a pair of earrings. Like normally I can get about like 10 to 15 of these made in an hour, and I haven't even gotten one pair of earrings made. So we are going to make these earrings and then do the giveaway. Hey, and sorry, how's it going? Oh no, Jim, your battery. So I'm gonna start off with the ear hooks. And I was very generously given this tool by Amic Meln, and it just comes in, and I do like it for ear hooks. I found it works well up to a 16 gauge, but it's kind of just like it's a burr, like a little cup burr there on the end, and I like to just shape down the ends. It keeps any little pokey bits from like, and it's a little bit easier than just filing, I think. Okay, so that'll be the part that goes through our ear hole. Hey Bobby, how's it going? Yeah, a cup burr, that's what they're called. And I'm using the largest over here. And I'm just shaping this around and then holding it right there. I like to do. I bring it into a full-on P, grip it and bend. And then I like to come in and flatten this part back out. And that's how I like to make my ear hooks, because if I make a proper fish hook, it pokes like in the back of my fit to be tied. Oh. Best place to purchase a digital caliper. We got ours from Harbor Freight, and honestly, I quite like it. And I'm going to do about 1 centimeter from the bend to the tip, and then use the smallest hook, or smallest part on my mandrel to come in. Now, also, this is very fragile right now.
You never did a thing for the questions.
What thing for the questions?
You're 4 behind.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
You don't need to do a thing.
I got you, baby. Jim asks, do you use acrylic paints? I do. I like acrylic paints. Especially anything like metallic or color shifty. Those are my favorites. Danielle says, are there issues with international Patreons? I'm late to the stream. The issues we're running into currently with our international patrons is just dealing with, like, once it's out of the country, USPS, the postal service that I work with, has basically no control. Like, they can't help me with figuring out why it's lost in customs, or why it says it's been delivered to your home but hasn't. And so it's just some folks in Norway especially have been having just a heck of a time trying to get their packages, and then I'm like, I don't know how to help you. Like, it says it's delivered, and I don't ever want to offend anybody, but we have had people in the past who, granted they were here in the US, so we were able to verify, no, this was delivered. I think the best of my patrons and subscribers and stuff, but people are people wherever you go. That one came out wonky, but I think it'll still work. But we have had some people in the past try to scam us, saying that they haven't gotten their stuff, and saying that there wasn't things in their packages, and that's why we require now that if you're missing something, please send us a picture of everything that was contained. If something's broken, please send us a picture and we'll replace it. But it's not that I don't trust you. It's that I've been burnt too many times to be able to blindly trust anymore, and that makes me kind of sad. But, ooh, that's a really good question. How did you come up with the name for your business? I don't know. It was about, it was back in 2007. Um, and we wanted something that would enable us. I didn't know what I wanted to do yet. I knew I wanted to do jewelry. I knew I wanted to do soap. Like in high school, I wanted to be a massage therapist. So it's like, so I wanted to make like soaps and lotions and aromatherapy candles and like all these different kinds of things. But I knew that, I knew even then that I like trying a bunch of different things. So I didn't want a company name that limited me in what I was able to produce and sell. So creations was a term. And then all of our stuff was very nature inspired. And when we Googled it, nobody else had the company name. So we kind of just went with Back to Earth Creations. And that kind of worked out really well. So this is an example of what we sell as like $5 earrings. It'll either be something like this or something that's just like very simplistically wrapped. And we just hang it on its ear hook and we go. Now I'm going to show you guys what I would charge for closer to like, $6, $7, or even $8. But first we're going to get these guys hammered. Beep boop. Do 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 do. Hey Jules and Gems, thank you. I'm honored that you like my stuff and find value in it. Where in the heckins is my hammer? There you are. Okay, so I don't want them flattened out. I like the nice round shape, but I am going to use the nylon head. And I hold on just by the little loop there. Yeah, we're going to do the giveaway as soon as I get these earrings made. Ouch. Okay, so there we are. And now those will be sturdy enough for ear hooks. So there's our hooks nice and made. Oh, I'm sorry, Callie. I didn't mean to disturb you. And now we're going to come through here. We have our bead caps. And I'm just going to thread one on, thread a bead on, and then thread one on from the other direction. Now these guys cover up quite a bit of the bead. These caps do. They work best, I think, on like an 8mm, but I don't mind the way they look with a 6. Okay, and I've straight up lost my bent nose or my flat nose pliers, so I'm going to be using my bent nose to do a bend this way, and then I'm going to do a wrapped loop. So I want to leave room on either side for those wraps. But I go ahead and do just a little zigzag, and this way I can get a bunch of these prepped without having to worry about the beads falling off. Do 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 do. Now, also, I wanted to let you guys know and thank you guys for helping me to have a very successful episode 2 of my Vonster vlog over on my vlog channel, or Von Blog Vlog is what we're calling it. And it's been really great. Susan says, I'm making my second tree of life. The first one I used 6 strips for the roots. This time I'm using 11. Is 28 gauge good, or should I use bigger? Honestly, I use 28 and 26 the most for my trees of life, but sometimes if it's like a very large stone, I'll use a 24 gauge. Okay, so for this one, I'm just starting off with the loop like this. Luke, I do recommend this hammer. It has a nice weight, it has interchangeable heads, and you can get it with a coupon at Michael's or for pretty affordably on Amazon. Okay, so I've put the charm through the loop, and now I'm just going to hold this here with these pliers because I want to be able to grip the loop itself quite firmly. And I'm going to come in with my bent nose and just wrap. And I think I'm going to stop at 3 rotations. Have you ever made a goddess instead of a tree? I've done some goddess shapes and stuff, but gosh, it's been a minute and never in a tutorial. How do you determine how much to leave above and below the bead? I always err on just a little bit longer than what I need, but it's been just experience. I know this wire is just a hair under a millimeter thick, so we'll come through and it's like I'll kind of gauge. I'm going to do 6 wraps, so I need 5 to 6 millimeters of space beyond where I have the bead at, in between the bends. Okay. And I don't want any wiggling, and I'd like, so we're just going to bring this in into a 4th wrap. And honestly, I'm going to pop this out just a little bit. That way my wire snips can get in there. Because you can see we come in just as close as we can and snip. But that still leaves that little bit of a tail poking out right there. It's blurry. And so I'm going to use my bent nose and just smush that in. And that helps take up some of that extra space. So no wiggling. And snip. And there we go. So now that is attached, and you can see normally I'll have the loops be in line with each other, but on this one they're perpendicular. Like this one's straight on this way and it's this way on the top one, and that way when we attach the ear hook, I can hear you licking your butt. Please stop, Z. Thank you.
Yeah, Z. You should stop that.
Oh, geez, Randy. So this makes them a little bit longer, but I really love that kind of style in the movement. And then I just include like a rubber ear back, which honestly, these ones are from like Walmart, and they're perfectly good. Great price. I was actually, if you guys are interested, I was thinking about doing a Walmart challenge, like buying, like using tools and materials on like that are available at my local Walmart, just to show you guys, like you know, because sometimes if you can't order online, or you know, if that's the only kind of craft store even near you, just to show you what could be possible with materials and stuff available there. So I don't know if you guys would be interested in that, though. Oh, okay. Bobby asks, do you have a demo for the Tree of Life? Ooh, I do. We do have a tutorial up. It's one of our older ones. The music in the background is like horrific. But that's okay. And also there are a lot of really good other tutorials by other artisans here on YouTube as well. What do you use to display your rings? It's a purchase, just a ring display tray. It has like some, like it's a plastic tray with like some slits cut into the foam that you just put the ring down into. Ooh, I need displays for my fairy ears. Any suggestions? I use, and I have a video coming out of our updated booth setup that where we talk about this, but it's like a 12-inch by 12-inch grid piece, like how we use in the rest of our setup, that I've covered with fabric.
You don't want to talk about the creepy one you have?
No, because I don't necessarily recommend that
Okay.
anymore, because those ears aren't even available for purchase anymore. But and then I have bands of elastic that go around it, and I use 2 bands for each ear, and that way I can just slide the piece that would normally go behind the ear through the like between the elastic and the fabric, and that way it kind of just holds. And then you could use foam or cardboard or something. I use the grid piece because it's the perfect size and it's structural enough that I don't have to worry about it bending, because we're really hard on our booth setup. But And that way too, I can just use like safety pins to attach one metal corner to the rest of the grid, and it just all kind of pieces together. But there's infinite varieties of ways you could use a piece of like batting or like upholstery foam or something for like a couch cushion, or something covered in fabric, and then just use T-pins to hold it on. That's something that I think would probably work pretty well. But with just cardboard or like stiff foam or something, if it bends, then it starts to look jank pretty quick. It's very similar to those like styrofoam heads that once the new noses are bruised in, they just they never look nice and new ever again. And man, I tell you what, nothing puts your displays through their paces like doing like 9 outdoor shows back to back through all kinds of heat and moisture and different things. We've had some things like warp from the humidity. We've had some things, the glue comes unstuck because it was so hot. Not even that we were storing it in the van, but like we've had it melt and detach in the booth. Um, so that's been something that, you don't want your displays failing on you. And of all the things to invest in, your displays are definitely going to be worth the investment. So that's another reason why I've personally avoided like paper mache or anything that if it can be crushed or bent or melted, I try to avoid it. Just because I'm like, I don't know if I can rely on you. Like I want to. But if you have like a shop setup where you're not setting up and tearing down and packing everything into totes and stuff, go for it. Okay, and there are our earrings. I'm actually going to put these in. And we have Tammy says, what is the most common size base wire you use for your projects? 16, 18, or 20 gauge, depending. And then I do all of my weaving with 26 or 28 gauge. Though I've been interested in dabbling in the 30 gauge to kind of see what that's like. But yeah, I like these earrings because even with, like, I don't feel like I have a particularly long and elegant neck, but these make me feel a little bit more like, because they move, but they don't drag on my shoulders. Jewels and gems. I purchased most of my gemstones from Fire Mountain Gems, eBay, and Amazon. Like, I like to purchase on eBay because we can get them directly from the manufacturers over in India, because a lot of the stones that we like to work with aren't mined in the US. So, but yeah, and we would sell these for anywhere from you know, gosh, I normally I wouldn't sell these for 5, but it is just a charm. If I had handmade the charm as well, I would charge 8. But so yeah, these would go for like 6, 7, or $8, just depending. Right on. Yeah, and that's what I was thinking, Luke, would be to do some weaving and stuff on smaller earrings. Um, Chris asks, how do we display our necklaces? We have like a little, we had gotten it from Goodwill. It was like a wood trophy rack that you would put like a plaque or something on, and it was kind of shaped like a shield. And then we took a piece of wood that was in like very, very affordable, like 4 for $1 in the wood burning section at like Michael's, and some tiny little hinges, and we attached that to the back, and we used a push pin and a ribbon to make it where it would be easel back, like a picture frame that you would put like on a end table or a mantle. And but in just the shape, like it had that little crook in it, like the neck of a person that the necklace would like sit on. And we just used these little easels, very similar in concept to the flocked cardboard ones that they sell at like Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Joann's. But with it being wood, it's a little bit heavier, which does make our base weight like of our booth more like in our van and for carrying. But if we're outside at a windy craft show, our displays don't blow away, or at least not until there's a quite substantial gust of wind. And then we also have some that are just like a flocked cardboard and like padded foam rectangle with like a bunch of slits in it. And we'll store, that's usually what we display our chokers on, because it doesn't have to have like all that room for the drapees and bit. Have you ever tried earring cuffs that hook in the ear in addition to the normal earring hook and pin? Rose, we haven't, mostly because I don't know how to display them well in our current setup, but, do what? Kim said, "Happy birthday, Vaughn. Is this the exact day?" Today's not my birthday, but thank you. I'm glad I was born, so thanks. Um, but I think I'd have to start doing like a jewelry card that like display card, and then have them like hang on something, which honestly would not be a bad idea. But it just one of the many things on the long list of stuff that I've been meaning to do for years. um, okay, giveaway time, y'all. We are giving away, about like 20 minutes late, a craft-along kit with parawire and handmade cabochons and stuff so you can make your own earrings. So let's go over to the other room. If you haven't left a comment on Tuesday's live stream, it's about to be too late, so hurry over and do that real quick.
Super random question: is your hair dyed?
I dye my hair with henna. It covers up my grays and keeps it from looking all sun bleached and wonky. And I like the red color. I think it matches my super gingery complexion. This is my friend and partner Randy, who's the best little squish bean in the whole house. I love your little face.
Mm-hmm. So I started at 86.
Mm-hmm.
We are at 127.
Oh boy, that almost doubled. I just need snuggles for a minute.
Okay, that is not double, but okay.
Almost doubled. It's like 40 off. Shut up.
All right,
You
ready?
smell really nice.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, sorry. Okay, I'll stop snuggling to my boyfriend. Okay.
Ready?
Yes. Oh, we're using the random comment picker. Valerie Lord. I always miss your live streams, but be on the lookout for a package soon with new stuff. Holy crap,
Wow.
Valerie! Thank you for your generosity. I'm gonna mail you stuff. Huh?
What's she winning?
A craft-along kit.
Oh.
Excellent. I hope you like wire wrapping. Congratulations, Valerie.
Hope you like wire wrapping.
If you want to send me an email at backtoearthcreations@yahoo.com with where you would like for me to ship that to. And I'm still so sorry, you guys. Randy and I still have not shipped off like the last like month of winter prizes. So like Gorilla, Patience, a bunch of they're all they're coming, I promise.
I got them all in here.
The dragons are coming. They're coming. Sorry. They're crumbing. Where's my coffee? Did I bring my coffee in? I did. Yoink. Thank you, honey. Randy's so great about helping. I could not do this without him, actually. Do. My house is a big old mess.
You know, Penny, you laugh, but something very similar to that has been said.
What's that? Okay. So we actually finished earrings, and we finished a project in a live stream, you guys. It must be a cool day in heck. But we are working on more tutorials and stuff. It's just been things have been kind of crazy for a hot minute, like for about a year and a half, and I just haven't adjusted well. But I'm starting to focus better and getting more stuff done. Yeah, Randy said your name, Penny. Have you thought of making a series of costumes based on the solar system? I haven't. The closest to that is I wanted to do a series based on the zodiac, which has like celestial influences and stuff, but I got one costume in like 2 years ago, and that's as far as it's gotten. But that's a really clever idea, though. I could be Saturn with my hula hoops. But Sue says, missing your garden and chicken vids. Have you checked out my vlogs, Sue? Because I post that kind of stuff over there now. That's where we do the weekly Von vlog, vidcast, as well as the garden updates and like workout stuff. If you guys like watching me jump around, like doing yoga and stuff, that's the place to do it. Yeah, for sure. Well, we wanted to focus a little bit more on this channel, and I wasn't able to maintain daily uploads anymore. And so I still upload 3 times a week. We do 2 live streams and a video here on the main channel. I'm trying to work in Wednesdays as well, but until we get every time we think we're acclimated to how many patrons we have, we get another surge of patrons, and I'm suddenly like swamped because it's like our prior time investment and material investment and stuff. We need to up that. What's up, babe?
More questions.
Okay.
And are you going to show them how naughty you were?
How naughty?
Naughty.
Maybe. I was super naughty, you guys. Can we go get dirt this afternoon? What time is it?
God.
No, well, the recycling center is free dirt, and I know these other gardeners are out there getting it, and so it's cutthroat. I'll knock a grandma over to take that compost. Like, watch out, bitches! I'm getting dirt.
I'm walking away now.
I love you. What was I gonna talk about?
Questions.
Oh yeah. Okay, answering questions. Help. I need professional help. What face? I don't have a scrunchy. I do have a scrunchy brat face. I'm sorry. Which face? This is just my face, Penny. I'm glad you like it. But Becca says, my first time seeing you live. Do you have a set time and dates for your live streams? I do, Becca. We live stream every Tuesday and Thursday. Sometimes if we're on the road, we'll miss a Thursday live stream, but that's rarer than what happens more frequently than I'd like it to. But Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. So about an hour and 15 minutes ago, whatever time zone you're in. What? I was driving and you said my name. Never drove home so fast to say thanks. Ah, Valerie, right on. I'm tickled pink that you won, actually. So the time zone I'm in is Central Standard Time. So CST, like we're in Missouri, if that helps. Same time zone as Chicago, I think. Right on. My favorite planet is Earth, because that's where I keep all my stuff. Sister, show your armpit. No. But I like that. I like that vibe you got going on. Bobby says, this is the first Hangout that I have really watched more than a couple of minutes of. I'm sorry. Oh, Colleen. Lisa, I'd knock you over too. I love you, but I'll knock you over to get some dirt. Bobby says, do you have a video on our Craftroom setup? I do. I think it was from back in like maybe January. What's up, babe?
Bobby says, I'm sorry too.
Oh, really? I'm so sorry, Bobby. I realize I'm not for everybody. My live streams are not for everyone, but I really appreciate you hanging out with me. Like, in all the, like, I'm humbled every day that y'all choose to spend your time with me, because out of the broad expanse of all of the other, like, productive and informative and entertaining things that you could be doing, you're here with me. And I'm like, there's no accounting for taste, but thanks. Like, oh, well, I am glad that you like it, Bobby. We like having you. So, you're all right. Oh, not for everyone. The others are not for us. Get out the way. Well, no, and like somebody commented that they hated my giggle, and I was like, I don't know what to think of that. Like, I'm sorry that you hate who I am. But no, and I get it, because I do, like, I don't know if I giggle a lot because of, like, if I'm nervous, or if maybe because I don't really like being in front of, like, groups of people. And so right now, I'm just shooting the wind, like, with y'all, but there's like 200 of you, so I'm like, oh no, did I literally just say and do that? Did I just take a bathroom break and leave like 210 people just sitting in the room being like, cool, Savant's taking a crap, like, you know what I mean? Then I'm like, oh boy. So I try to not think about it too much, but right on. No, I can't help but be me, Jackie. So I don't have time. No, and I didn't blog, and they were like, at first I didn't like you, and then like talked about it a bit, and I don't think that they were intending to be mean or anything, but it's still like, it hit me that I was like, I'm sorry you don't like me. Like, I don't like me either most of the time. Join the club, like. But I don't know. It was interesting. Yeah, I was naughty and bought a bunch of plants. It's garden time, y'all. A lot of plants. Well, I've been saving.
I can make a recommendation.
Yeah.
Just shove them out the window.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And then that's a tease for
Yeah, a tease from a vlog. You're so good at this. Y'all, anytime I'm successful at anything, it's because of this feller and the wolf shirt, which I think you're wearing ironically. That it's a 3-wolf moon.
Am I?
Are you?
Are you? It's not a 3-wolf moon. And that makes
There's 3 wolves and a moon.
There are.
There's 4 wolves.
See,
one of them's howling.
This shirt is too strong to be a 3-wolf.
Yeah, it's too strong. It. Gosh, I can't resist you. Okay, I've been saving from like Etsy sales and y'all's contributions on Super Chat, which thank you, by the way, Luke. I saw that and was distracted, but wait for your armpit, sister. I can't even. Armpits are like the butts of the arms. I'm just saying. I don't. It's a troll that Randy hasn't blocked yet, Southern. But I don't know. I think it's hilarious. I've been saving, and my budget was like I'd saved $200 for plants, which I feel like is a ton. Like that is so much money to spend on flowers, but it was my gift to myself for like doing the thing. So that is all the plants on top of Kakarot right there, because he's a table now. All those bad boys. There's like 4 blueberry bushes mixed in there. I think they fell over. A couple of those are perennials. A lot of them are annuals, because like all the marigolds I was able to get for like half off, and I got a bunch of bulbs and stuff that aren't out there. But this is the garden so far, out the back window. That's our chicken enclosure in the back over there, and we've got like a lettuce bed, and we've got some peas coming up, and this is all spinach and like radishes, and then something that I don't know what it is. Like it's solid enough that I think I planted it, but I have no idea what it is. We did move the raspberries over into that bed, but the bed with green in it in the front and the back, both of those are going to get turned up and more soil put on them. This one with the big cage over it is the strawberries. Oh no, super focus. There we go. But yeah, that's the yard. We had those are my buckets. Hey, buckets. So, and then we've got the stump garden over here that is going to get renovated a little bit because it is all super overgrown. But yeah, so we'll be doing all sorts of. We also have in that back bed. This one, there's like petunias and some beans and some cucumbers planted, and then I've got to plant those 2 beds today with tomatoes and peppers, I think. So yeah, we're gonna be doing yeah, Randy, if you can hear me, can you please, you can't hear me, hey baby, yeah, will you block the armpit, dude? I'm sorry, or lady, I don't want to presume. Do it. What?
You did.
You did?
Yes.
My friend.
I know.
My armpit friend.
I know.
Nobody ever wants to see my armpits. And that's not something that I can't even pretend to be upset about. Thank God that doesn't happen more often. Tracy says that I don't have a green thumb. For the longest time, Tracy, I've just been systematically killing anything green. Oh gosh, Southern. Is this the new show, Bob's? Sorry, that's hilarious to me. He was about to show me his armpit.
What?
Oh no. We're gonna go get dirt.
I don't know. If you keep talking, they're gonna close. No.
We gotta go. I love you guys. Check us out over on the Monster Vlog channel.
Finger guns. Show me your armpits.
Show pits or get out. Yeah, we're gonna be doing stuff over on the Monster Vlog. If you do want more of the garden and chicken updates, more tutorials coming this Saturday. And thank you guys so much for hanging out. Like, I have a blast every time. I'm honored that you guys choose to spend your time with us and just be a part of our life. So thank you guys so much.
Make a vlog about your pits.
No, I'm not doing that. Happy crafting, y'all. I'll see you later. Bye.